Oh, this is so irritating. I don't understand why my computer. I even checked for sound beforehand, and it was fine. And now there was no sound. So now I've been talking this whole time, and you guys haven't been hearing anything. So, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, which I actually somehow forgot that part in the beginning. So it's, I guess, good that you didn't hear it. Although I didn't have to tell you that I forgot that. Anyway, as it's should be my regular Tuesday night video. That's weird. The color just changed on my screen. Which I know it hasn't been regularly on Tuesdays, but it is. I do normally do it on Tuesdays. But the exciting thing today is that it's my 5th YouTube anniversary. I've been on YouTube for 5 years as of today. My very first video was posted 5 years ago on September 3rd. And what was also awesome is like minutes before I sat down on the couch, I don't know when it came in, but I saw an email from vidIQ, which I'm signed up with and have been for years, but haven't been using all of their services or all of their stats and stuff. But as of today, I've reached 80,000 views on my channel in the last 5 years, which, I mean, I know to some they're probably thinking that's nothing, but to me, it's huge. It's an average of 43 views a day. And I know some days I may have only had a couple of views, and some days drive safely. And some days I, may have had 1,000 views. It just, all depends. But that was exciting for me to see. So anyway, I'm here until I fall asleep. Hi to everyone. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I know you have a really early morning, so I get it. But thank you for having the live run. Happy 5th YouTube anniversary. Thank you, Stalko. I really appreciate it. I don't have audio. I have it now. Thank you, Regina, and I'm so sorry. And I hate the fact that you guys, I was talking and talking and talking, and you guys weren't hearing it. I hate when that happens, especially since I checked it because my computer crashed earlier, and I figured that with the restart and stuff, it was going to mess things up. I checked it, and when I set up the live, and it was fine, and now it wasn't. So anyway, it's here now. Happiest podiversary. I am so happy for you. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Becky. I appreciate that. Me too. I can hear you now. Awesome. Thank you. Yes. Happy 5th YouTube anniversary. Thank you, Mom. Congratulations. Happy 5th podiversary. Thank you, Regina. I really appreciate it. So anyway, okay. Well, I'll share that with you when I talk about my craft fair that I did. My first craft fair in several years, and my first craft fair ever up here in the Chicagoland area. And I'm going to say it was successful considering how slow of an event it was. And I don't know if it was because of the location, but this particular group does an event like every 2 weeks, especially during the holidays. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make the one on the 17th, which stinks because it's in a restaurant in the neighboring township. But so like 15 minutes from here. But which actually the one I did wasn't that much further. But anyway, hopefully I'll be able to do the next couple that they're doing. They're about an hour away, and she was like, "Oh, you're not going to do that. Oh, you're not going to do that. Oh, you're not." And we're like, an hour is like nothing. Hour and a half, no big deal. I mean, we traveled 3 hours to the Fiber Festival, and I mean, we've traveled that long. I mean, it's like, well, what's the big deal? No problem. So anyway, but I'll talk to you about that after I do the Michigan Fiber Festival haul, which you guys are getting a sneak peek of. I was going to originally be posting that video today, but because I did the giveaway, and don't forget, if you haven't seen it or if you didn't get a notification, I did post my 5-year YouTube anniversary giveaway, which is a pretty big giveaway. So make sure to go check that and enter that. And if you guys wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, letting YouTube know we're here, that would be awesome. So I was going to be posting the Fiber Festival, and it's only like the actual footage that we got there. I don't know that it was much more than maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. And I was going to put that together with the haul. However, the haul video ended up being like 50 minutes, like 50 minutes, because I get chatty when I start showing stuff. So I decided, and I don't want it to be pushing an hour or slightly over. So I decided to go ahead and do it on a separate day. So I'm going to do that video and then the haul video, and then I'll do the market prep, which I did a pop-up live yesterday, and I had asked the question, and I don't know that I actually got an answer on that particular thing. But on the market prep, I forgot to actually record all the stuff that I had prepared for the market that I was going to put along with the couple of, sound bites that I did while at the market, which I don't know that I did that many, but I did a couple. And then I was going to do like a quick recap afterwards. But I'm in the process of remaking the like six items or whatever it is that I made, that I sold, because my plan is to have what I have. I think I did share a bunch of the pictures on my Facebook group, if I'm not mistaken, but my plan is to keep what I have. I was hoping to have $2,000 in inventory, which I only have like I only made like $1,700 worth of stuff in my inventory. But I'm planning on keeping what I've made as my base. And then like now that we're going into Halloween, adding like ghosts and bats and pumpkins and that kind of stuff. And then once October's over, start adding in the Christmas stuff. But keeping what I have now as the base. And then I'm going to include a couple other new things. But yeah. So anyway, the reason why I wanted to get the Michigan Fiber Festival video out this week is because, as it turns out, we're going to the Wisconsin Fiber Festival this coming weekend, which I didn't even have on our radar or on our calendars. I don't know how I even missed that. But when we were at the market, at the craft fair, one of the ladies was like, "So are you going to the Wisconsin Fiber Festival?" And Mr. Boyfriend turns to me and he goes, "Did we know about that one?" And I was like, no. And she mentioned the dates, and he's like, "Well, I'm off that weekend." And I'm like, "Okay, we're going." So we're actually signed up for a class on Sunday. So I'm super excited about that. But I wanted to make sure to have the Michigan Fire Festival videos out this week so that maybe next week I'll have Wisconsin. So I'll then be caught up to current stuff going on. And then I have some of the big box clearance yarn videos that I was wanting to have put out around the time that I got those things, but our camera is dead. Like there's no reviving it, and we're working with the company. It's a GoPro. We're working with them because it was still like under warranty, and we're working with them for them to actually replace it because it was a manufacturer thing. But there was a little argument with that, and so we're working with that so that I can actually still have access to some of the video that I still have on there. So once that's on, I was like, well, maybe I just shouldn't even put that stuff out because one, the clearance sales are done, and two, and Miss Boyfriend's like, why? It's still content, and you can just put a little thing on there saying, this was, from then, but I wanted to post it now. I was like, yeah, I guess. So I'm playing that one by ear. And I keep jumping around from subject to subject because as I remember stuff, I'm trying to see stuff. But hi Natalie, happy 5th YouTuber anniversary. Thank you so much, Anvita. I really appreciate that. Hello everyone. I'm eating dinner. Please excuse me. No problem, Regina. I may snack on a couple things too. I don't know. I think Mr. Boyfriend had laid down and had fallen asleep a while ago because he's not feeling well. He has an ear infection. He actually just left to go pick up some meds. And then I was working on, because I'm writing my own pattern. You heard that right. I'm writing my own pattern, or at least attempting to, because I was wanting to change. I was wanting something different. You guys know I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I want to somehow change it. But I don't know how to write patterns, so I just always would make the same things. So I am attempting to write my own pattern. And Tracy already agreed to be one of my pattern testers once I have it done. I would like to get two or three more pattern testers just to test it out and see if the way I wrote it is correct and works out well. And the way I am doing it now, it is a yarn eater. However, it doesn't have to be, because you can make adjustments to it to make it different. And of course, depending on the yarn you're using, it could also, it just all depends. But yeah, so I've been working on that, and I just have a lot of stuff going on. But I'm excited about that, because although it's going to be a lot different, I think, than anything I've ever seen as far as this particular type of item goes. I think it's going to be cute. I always also think outside of the box too. So it could be a little bit different. And I don't understand why my laptop flips stuff around, because this how do you see it? Do you see this? How do you see it? To me, it's backwards. Like, this should be on my left side, but when I'm looking at, okay, I guess when I'm looking, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm like really flipping topics. So for today, we're going to go through the Michigan Fiber Festival haul. Then what else was I talking about right now? Because it doesn't seem like I would have that much left. I'm going to tell you about the market. I'm not going to show you the market prep stuff, because if you actually saw our place, and it's funny because Leanne made a comment. I had said, I think in one of my lives, that our place looks like yarn blew up in the living room and other stuff. And she goes, with two creative / collectors, I can only imagine. Well, Mr. Boyfriend is turning our music room, because I told you guys he surprised me with a drum kit, which I'm super excited about. And I'm taking classes online, or doing online classes. And he plays the guitars and the bass, but he primarily plays the guitar. And plus we have a djembe and a cajon, a djembe and a cajon, and we've got a couple of steel tongue drums, like little ones. But we live, it's a house, but there's two other tenants, one upstairs, one downstairs. And thankfully our music room, it's upstairs is a balcony, and downstairs is a cellar. However, drums carry sound, even when you're playing them gently. Like, I can't open up on the drums. I could during the day, maybe, but not like fully. So when we go to some of the like music stores, like I'll I totally don't know what I'm doing yet, but like I'll actually just like play around with the drums, like seriously do it. But anyway, so he's sound insulating it. And so we have foam sound insulation. We got remnants from a place for like cheap, like pennies, like literally for the amount that we got. It was crazy. Like $5. And we got like a ton. Like, if you could take it, it's yours for $5. Okay. So what? We have to piece it together, whatever. So we had that like all stacked up, and he's used most of it. But then there's also this like rubber flooring that some people use for like gyms, like home gyms, or for sound insulation. And so he like laid that down. I think we got that for free, or it could have also been like $5 or like $3 or something ridiculous. I'm telling you, this man knows. I don't know how he finds deals like this, but it's crazy. I've told you guys, we have amazing furniture. We have a gaming foosball table. Like, that's like a $500, $600, $700 foosball table we got for free. Free. I mean, really? We have beautiful wood furniture, and this couch, I may not look like anything, but it's like I forget what brand it is, but would have been like a couple of $1,000 with this and the captain's chair. The second most expensive thing in our place besides our mattress is Miley's bed that he got on sale for $80. I mean, absorb this. I mean, we have heavy wooden, like beautiful furniture, and it's nuts. Like the coffee table, I think was like $10, and it's like a cherry wood, like a true one. Like nothing is, like the fake crap that's like falls apart in 2 seconds. Like all good, solid furniture. And her bed is the second most expensive things that we had at $80. It's nuts what this man has found. This couch and the captain's chair was free as long as he could get it here. I mean, it's nuts. Anyway, so sound insulation. So we have 2 3/4 inch sound insulation. This kind of stuff, like all over here, and so we've got that, plus we've got the drums, and we've got the guitars, and we've got the amps, and we've got my yarn and my bins of stuff that I have for market prep out here, because the craft room is in flux with getting fixed up, and it's nuts what's in here. But the music room is going to be fairly well insulated, so that's going to be awesome. And we'll be able to actually play when he has some friends come over. We can actually be like a band. But yeah, so I told him, I'm like, I'm just going to do the live from the couch, because he goes, well, soon it's going to be like in the bathtub, because that's going to be the only place that there's like any floor space left. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing, but thankfully both of us, as much as we could just lay back and relax, he's like super like on the go constantly 24/7. I slow his speed and he speeds up my slow. So it's a nice balance. And even though it's like crazy, we get it done quickly. So I appreciate that. So all of this, he's not feeling well right now, so he didn't get the chance to work on stuff today. But anyway, it's crazy. I don't even know how I got to that. Hey Paula, welcome. How are you? 2 ads in a row. Are you kidding me? It didn't even let me know that any ads were running. I don't get it. I'm so sorry. If I see any more ads, I'm going to cancel them. People on replay will have to deal with whatever happens, but I'll cancel them, because that's crazy. Did anybody else get 2 ads in a row? Some people don't get any ads, and then some people get a ton of ads. I don't get it, and it's frustrating. Okay, so let's do the haul, which I have all over here. And then we'll talk about market prep, or the market a little bit. And then I did want to finish an octopus that I need to put back into inventory. Oh, does anybody use Square to sell? Like because I just got I have the Square, not the free one that they have that you plug into the phone, because it won't fit into my phone. Because it's only either the lightning adapter or a jack, like an earphone jack adapter. So I got the one where you can insert a chip, or you can do like the touchless, what is it called, and Apple Pay and Samsung Pay and all that other stuff. But my thing is like I added everything in inventory. Like I took a picture of a stingray and said I have 3 of this color and whatever. Like I did all of my inventory in there. But if I don't sell on the Square, like let's say I sell cash, which is what I had for all of my sales at my market, I was hoping I would be able to somehow make the adjustments as sales in the Square so that I could get a report on it, which I guess I get why that wouldn't be the case. But now, unless I remake those items, I have to delete the items to match my inventory versus being able to, because there's no way for me to deduct it on there unless it was a sale. And I can't do like a false sale either. So if anybody has any ideas on that, I would appreciate that. Too Late just had another. Are you kidding me? You had a third one? I'm telling you, it's not telling me. Normally it lets me know when it's going to run ads. It's not telling me. And I was even watching. Oh my gosh. Hey Pam, welcome. How are you? How do you do? Congrats on 5 years and hope Mr. Boyfriend feels better soon. Thank you. Me too. He doesn't get sick often, but this year, well, no, I think he only got sick like really bad. Like he doesn't call out of work. And he called out of work, I think 2 days in a row. I mean, it was bad. Knock on wood, that's not what this is. And hopefully the medicine will take care of it and he won't have to worry about it. He may have a day off tomorrow. We're not exactly sure. He hasn't gotten his assignment yet. But I'm kind of hoping he does and doesn't go in. Although he could just go in for a couple hours. But I don't know. We'll see. I haven't gotten any ads since I've been here other than the entry one. I've been lurking, and yes, I use Square. Okay, Pam, if you can just message me if you want or write it in here, but if you can let me know like that type of thing, that would be awesome. So remind me, Michigan Fiber Festival Hall, then tell you about the market and like kind of sort of how we did and the jewelry that I got. Then I want to finish the one octopus. I'd like to finish the 3 medium-sized octopi and the 1 small octopus. I won't do the stingrays on camera because they take a little bit too long. I mean, I want to keep my inventory where it is, and I had 15 stingrays. So I want to remake them, but at the same time, I kind of don't. But I do because they're really cute. And they're one of my like $5 items. And otherwise, right now, because I signed up for this thing 2 weeks ago. Well, 2 weeks before the 29th. I signed up for it 2 weeks prior to that. And I had nothing in inventory other than the like 3 or 4 hats that you saw, my Adeline shawl that I've had forever, my crocodile shawl that I've had forever, and a baby doll blanket that I've had forever, and that one whale that I made that you guys saw, and that little tiny baby octopus that was like a tester that I didn't do any more of. Otherwise, everything else I had was done in 2 weeks. 15 stingrays, 5 larger octopi, I think like 5 medium ones, like 10 small ones. My 5 bees, I think. No, 6 bees, my 3 pencils, my 1 banana. Oh yeah, you guys had seen 7 loveys, and I think I ended up with like 11 or 12 loveys. My gummy worm family, I've got the mom, the dad, and 2 babies. And the babies are like this long and like that thick, I think roughly. Thought I had something. I know I have something else, but I can't remember. But all of that in 2 weeks. I mean, I literally was doing it. I was up until 2, 3 in the morning, and I always wake up with Mr. Boyfriend anywhere between 4:30 and 6 in the morning. Anywhere we went, I was crocheting in the car. I was crocheting if it was feasible wherever we were. I mean, it was crazy. I was crocheting everywhere. I was a crocheting crazy person. You can enter it in Square as a cash sale. I'll have to look into how to do it, because one of the ladies at work does that so she can record it when she sends in her orders to us at my 9 to 5. See, part of me kind of doesn't want to have a trace of cash sales. You know what I mean? But part of me really wants it because I want to have a record of sales. I am going to be posting stuff on Etsy at some point. I don't know when. But yeah, look into that. I looked everywhere on my Square app. I didn't see a place to do anything for cash or how to deduct anything. So if you can find it, that would be awesome. Just so I have the option to do it if I want to do it. Maybe this is my week to have ads and no one else. Next week, someone else can have them. If you've had any more, I'm telling you, I've been watching and I have not gotten notification. And the notification stays up there for a minute. So it's not like, it's like 10 seconds and I could have missed it. I've been watching and it normally like catches my eye. So if you've gotten any more, that's crazy. And yeah, you must be the lucky person this week. I have an ad, no problem. Have you only had one ad besides the entering ad? 2 more. Are you kidding me? Holy cats. So that's 2, 3, 5 ads in 27 minutes? Okay. Now that's ridiculous. That's totally ridiculous. Okay. Let me figure out. Let me put this in a row. In the way it kind of sort of happened. This happened, then that happened. This happened. I think that happened before, right after. This, I think, was kind of sort of next. This was not. This was last there. This was first. I think I have to look at my shorts videos to see. Oh, and I'm part of an online craft show for the month of September. I could have done it for the last 2 weeks in August because I signed up for it for September at the same time that I signed up for this live craft fair. However, I didn't want to. I wanted to sell stuff, but I didn't want to sell stuff because I didn't want to have to make that much more for my physical show. So I waited until September. I've posted my first 2, I think, items for sale. I'm not sure. Where am I? But they have it every month. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sign up for October. I think the sign up's like sometime in September. It's a local, it's by a local, like Northern Illinois type thing. But I think that's awesome. Except the thing is most of the people are multi-level marketing companies like Pampered Chef. Well, Party Light would have been, but they're not in business anymore. Pampered Chef, Mary Kay, and there's like a ton of them. There is another crafter on there, but she primarily makes blankets, if I'm not mistaken, like chunky blankets. But she did tell me that I could go ahead and post my YouTube channel. So that was awesome. So I did that, but with my giveaway, I did it today with my giveaway link. So fingers crossed that goes well. So I have that and I'll probably do that for October. And like I said, this craft fair that I just did, this group does one it's like once. It was like once a month or once every 2 weeks. I'm sorry, once a month. Now it's every 2 weeks through the holidays or even weekly, I think, like in October or November and December. So I may do a couple of those. However, I am trying to get into these 2 physical ones that are 2-day ones in October. Then there was one in November that I was wanting to try to do that's actually right up the street. And then one in December and then possibly one in January through April. I'm not sure, though. I have to play it by ear depending on how much the tables are and like how much I'm actually making. But where did I go first? I went to, okay. So I went here first. Then we went. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Sorry for the crinkling, but I don't know where it went. Here it is. Then this was the second one. This was the third one. This was the fourth one. Then I think this one was after there. This one. Okay, this one, then this one, then this one, I think. Then that one, then this one. Then I think this one. Okay, that's at least the way I'm going to do it. Let me find the business cards. I know I'm not organized. I apologize. This is for them. This is, I think, them. This was a fiber mill, which I need to contact. We did not go there. This was here. There we didn't go. I know I have a business card for this other dude, but I don't know where it went. Where did you go, business card? Where did you go? Here he went. Okay. So I think I have them. I have most of them in order. There may be a couple that kind of got mixed up. Sorry about that. But wait, let me see if this lady got back to me. No, that's not. There's my mom. I don't know if my mom's still up, but I wanted to answer her. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Yay. Awesome. I am so excited. Do you have an application? I never got notifications that this lady answered me, but I sent pictures of some stuff from my craft fair table and told her what I made, because I emailed this place twice but never got a response. Oh. And so I was like, well, what is happening? So then I searched high and low for the because I'm part of a Northern Illinois craft fair like Facebook group where people that have craft fairs or are in charge of craft fairs can post the craft fair like marketing, and then potential vendors can go on there and find craft fairs and can try, contact people and sign up. It's amazing. It's awesome. There's like so many craft fairs. A lot of them are like an hour and a half away, but we're not really worried about it. I did get turned down by one because they said they really want like local vendors. But I get it. But at the same time, it was kind of like, ugh, that sucks, because it was a really good one. So anyway, so this lady said, amazing, or she said, great work to my pictures. And she said, amazing. We have not found anyone providing this yet. We would love to have you in our event. We require one vendor selling a particular product, so I am sure you will love it. Yay! Send me your details to sign up. Oh, my logo. We're in the process of changing it. Okay, hold. Okay, I shouldn't be doing this right now. I'll focus on you guys. I'll do this later. But I'm really surprised that the giveaway hasn't had as much traffic as I was thinking it would. And I'm not complaining. And I'm not talking about subscribers. I mean, if I didn't get any new subscribers, whatever, that's fine, because I want my giveaways I prefer my giveaways being for my current subscribers that have been with me and got me to where I am. You guys know that. That's how I've always been with all of my giveaways. But even for my current subscribers, I'm just surprised. And I don't know if I may have posted it at the wrong time. I did it earlier today, and maybe I should have waited until like after 5. I don't know, but I'm hoping that people see it, because I want people to have the opportunity to enter to win the prizes. Okay. So yay, I'm so excited. So that's October That's an October craft fair. That's the 12th and 13th. So I have to let Mr. Boyfriend know to mark that on his calendar. And it's not far from us. Wahoo! Now, if the November one that's right up the street gets back to me, that would be even more amazing. And then the one that's at the end of October. She's checking to see because she thinks she has another crocheter. And if she does, then she's going to pass on me. But that's okay. I get it. And honestly, that's good because I've heard of people saying that they're at craft fairs, they're a vendor at a craft fair, and there's like 3 or 4 other, similar crafters making the same things. And so it's like you hope you're at a position in the craft fair where people are just being, just entering so that you're like the person they see first. You know what I mean? But no, why am I frozen? That's weird. I have full bars. I'm like literally sitting 2 feet from my modem. Is it any better now? Yes, just one. Okay. So here's what I do. I write all my items in a spiral graph notebook. I picked up from Walmart. Then when it sells, I write the dollar in one of the boxes. I only run my credit card sales through Square. 1 item per line. So loveys. And if you want to keep up with which lovey sells the best, then I'll add a letter like S25 for Spider-Man. At first, I just X them off, but some items are $3 or 2 for $5. Yeah, I don't have any of those kind of small items, and I probably should, but I don't make small items. Other than working with fingering weight, I don't work with small hooks other than when I'm working with fingering weight yarn or sport weight or DK or like that. And when it comes to actual stuffed animals, I have a really hard, my hands cramp up too much working with anything smaller than even, honestly, a 6 weight. 5 weight is kind of manageable, but typically 6 weight or thicker, which makes it hard to make something small. I mean, my stingrays are like whatever. I can't make the shape of a stingray, but like maybe that big and like, thin. Those are $5. And then my little but my octopi are different than most people's octopi. And I even had a lady come up to me and she goes, my dear friend's daughter makes these. She's young, but she makes these and they're really cute. And I had my little pink one that was my like tester one. She goes like these, and she's like, and they're really cute and everything, but honestly, I'm gonna buy one of yours because your tentacles are so much cuter. And I was like, yeah, and that's kind of why I made them. But like I said, I like to make things different than most in some way. Now it's a pattern that you can find easily on YouTube or purchase the pattern on Etsy. It's nothing like super secret or anything, but I haven't seen anybody making them. And I had multiple people mention that that's what they loved. And one lady bought 3 of them at $10 a piece. Those were my medium-sized ones. My little ones are $5 a piece, but so I have a hard time making the smaller stuff when it's a formed whatever. Like I know people sell like Rose, with Rose Likes Crochet. She sells chapstick holders. Those are awesome and a great inexpensive item, but it's a formed item with thinner yarn or even, well, no, thicker yarn would be difficult to use, make something like that. But as far as writing down, I just have my inventory right now in Square, which I mean, I could easily write it down, but I have it broken down to the color and the item. Like I have I have a grouping that's small octopi, but I have it listed red, blue, yellow, green, or whatever the colors are that I've made. And 90% of my stuff is bright and colorful. And I was kind of worried about that because I don't know that I have anything that's like neutral colored when it comes to the stuffed animals and stuff. And I was kind of worried about that. And I did have a couple people say, as much as I like the neutral stuff, that I really like your colorful stuff. Um, but well, two people said it or told me that, but their daughter, who was right around the corner, well, daughter for one and granddaughter for the other, has her own handmade business and she makes the stuff. So they weren't going to buy from me. But and she normally does, I guess, this particular location and this particular show, but she wasn't able to. And it wasn't them just saying that, because a part of me was like, are you just saying that? But they weren't, because I heard the conversation that they were having with the lady that runs the thing, and they were like really close friends type of thing. But anyway, so I was kind of worried about the colorful thing, but a lot of people said that they really liked it. And the lady that bought 3 of my octopi said the same thing. I really love they're bright and colorful. So like I'm kind of going against the grain on a bunch of stuff. So I'm kind of testing the waters to see how it works. But I do know I need to make some lesser price things. Although, I mean, as far as my bees are the most expensive. Yeah, my bees are the most expensive because they're the big ones, and I've never had a problem selling them at my price. And then the banana, I think, is the next expensive one size, because I mean, in total, I think it's like this big, but also the work that goes into it. And then my pencils are actually, I mean, there's a lot of color changes in that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 color changes in that one. But also it's like that, roughly that big. Those, even that, I don't remember what I priced them. But yes, I think having a list of them is a good idea. That's totally good, Pam. And I will make it. Mr. Boyfriend kind of did like this kind of thing, like and had the title on it and then wrote in the stuff, as they were selling for us to have. And then I have a receipt book, but that's just kind of generic, like, well, no, I mean, he was writing it out. He was so cute. He's such a great helper to have. And I love that we're both such creatives because it just works well together. But anyway, so yes, that is a great idea. And, every certain things work for, each person has something that works for them. So, but that's a good idea. And I think I may do it, but I'm going to be breaking it down specifically to color, because that just works for me. But I get what that makes for you, that makes how that works for you. Makes it faster for me to add everything up. Yeah, I totally get it. Hi, my love. Okay, I'm frozen. I started watching it at work earlier and the phone rang. I'll finish watching later. Okay, no problem, Pam. What's all that? Okay. What's this? Oh, yeah. Oh, and the craft fair October 12th, 13th. Oh, okay. Hold on. 3 short ones ads. And it still hasn't come up with anything. I don't get it. Not frozen on my end. Go out and come back in. And hey, Regina. That's for my dishcloths. What's for your dishcloths? Wait, hold on. I gotta know what this is. Hold on, guys. Oh, okay. Oh, and we have the dates for next year already, too. Yeah, we have to wear these when we enter. Otherwise, we have to pay admission each day. Yay, because we signed up for a class for the Wisconsin Fiber Festival, we get free admission. Yay. Okay. And I didn't know that that was a thing. So I got to check some kind of email I'm supposed to get. Wait, what is for your dish cost? Did you answer me? Oh, okay. I'll get to it in a second. Hi, Natalie. Hey, HD. Welcome. How are you, my friend? Haven't seen you in forever, it seems like. Congratulations on 5 years. Thank you very much. Sometimes I'll do my Lovey's 25 for 1 or 2 for 40 as a fall special or whatever the season. And some I have for $20 and 2 for 30, depending on the animal. Okay, wait a minute. Let me take a picture of that because that's a good idea. My Loveys for the little small animals in the Loveys, and the Loveys being, I don't know, like yay big or whatever, those I have for 20. And then I have, like, I got a baby Yoda that was like this big and a Mickey Mouse that was about the same size with his feet, like he's sitting and his feet kind of come out. I have those for 25. And I wasn't sure, was I undercutting? Was I, because those are popular items. And so many people were so quick to get it for themselves, and it wasn't even the price. They never even had a chance to look at the price because I had it on the back. So it wasn't the price, but they were looking for themselves as adults, and they were like, yeah, I really shouldn't be getting this for myself. There was a little boy. He was the son of the daughter of the woman who runs this. So the woman and her daughter and her son. So anyway, he came up to me because he came up to like behind the table, and he's like, "How much is the baby Yoda? How much is he?" And I was like, 25. And he goes, "Okay." So he goes back to his mom. And about, I don't know, hour later, because the show was only 3 hours, he comes back and he goes, "Do you take credit cards?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay." So then all 3 of them are walking around, and I heard like little conversations like, "Well, baby Yoda and, credit card and whatever." So I knew they were talking about it. But so they came around the table, and I said, "Yeah, he's been looking," or he was asking me about it. And she goes, "He won't shut up about it. He's been talking about it the whole night." And he's like, "Mom, just give me your credit card and I'll go pay for it." And he's like going through my wallet and stuff. And he's like maybe 10, And so she's like, "You have this specific Yoda, whatever." So it didn't end up happening. We kind of made an arrangement on something different, but it was just funny. But I wasn't sure. So you do 25 for, like, because you saw, I think you were in some of my lives when I did the Loveys, like the little animal, the little TY guys, or some aren't TY, but the little TY guys. And then, then you've got the bigger ones, which they weren't TY, but I mean, they were, Disney or whatever. But so Lovey's 25 for 1 or 2 for 40, okay, as a fall special or whatever. And some I have for 20 or 2 for 30, depending on the animal. Okay, 2 more. Becky, you are the lucky one because I'm telling you, it hasn't come up yet. You can also do a discount in Square. So if you wanted to do a sale, you could and add a discount without having to change the price. Grid boxes like Mr. B did for you works too. Yes, I did see in Square that you can offer a discount if you want to. So that works. That's bonkers, Becky. I still haven't gotten one. See, so I don't understand how they choose people. Becky, I think you always get them. And I don't understand that. I mean, you are the most regular person on my lives. I'm not saying anybody else isn't, but sometimes you guys are lurking, so I don't know that you're here, even though you may be here regularly. But Becky, you are like the most active, regular person on my lives. So I think they just figure you're going to be willing to take it. I don't know. I don't know if that's the way they do it, but it is bonkers. The 1 for 3 and 2 for 5 is dishcloths. Okay. So I could make dishcloths. Now there was a woman, she was selling, she has a business, it's her business, not a multi-level business. She was making soaps, which we have one in the bathroom. Mr. B, if you could, when you are coming around this way, if you could bring that hard, that soap we bought at the market, which we still, even with the stuff we bought, I think we're still in the black. So that was good, except the food. If you counted the food, then not so much, I think, or maybe we still were under. Yeah, with the food, we were in the red, I think. I don't know. I have to figure that one out. But anyway, so this woman who made these bars of soap, like they look like they're sliced up, and lotions. She had travel size bottles and bigger bottles, and other stuff. But she had a little corner with some washcloths. No, dishcloths. Well, they were little square ones, but I think they were labeled as dishcloths. And then there was another table where this lady was making some crocheted earrings, and some lip balm holders, and everything was very little with very thin yarn, like maybe number 10 type, like really thin, really little stuff. And her stuff was like, I think like $3 to maybe $10 was the highest. I can't remember, but yeah. So okay, so 1 for 3 or 2 for 5. What size are your dishcloths, if you don't mind me asking? And let me take. I don't know. Did my picture get that in it? Yes. Okay. Hold on. Oh, really? But I think we knew that.
What? Yeah, that's okay. It's okay.
Well, it's till 4:00. Okay. She was asking for my business logo, which we're in the process of working on. Wait, she asked me to send her my information like right now so she can add me to the vendor list. So hold on one second. Just give me 1 second. I apologize. I'll try to talk while I do this and hopefully not mess it up. I don't know that. Wait a minute. Why is my email address not coming up? There we go. Okay, hold on. Oopsie. Almost messed that up. My business name. Really? Okay. All right. So she actually sent me another message like, please send me this. So I needed to do that. So I apologize for that little break. All right. I told you this is my week for the ads. No kidding. That's nuts. The 2 for X works great for parents with multiple kids or grandparents, especially when it gets closer to Christmas. Yes, I gotta think about that. Just got my first ad. It was only about 10 seconds long. Well, I'm happy you only got your first one, and Becky has like 800. Let's see, 2. There's short, but geez. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Granny D. Welcome. How are you, my friend? Howdy do, y'all. Usually about 9-inch, sometimes a little bigger. And then scrubbies are about 5-inch, and I let them mix and match. So you let them mix and match the dishcloths and the scrubbies for the 1 for 3, 2 for, wait, what did you say? 1 for 3, 2 for 5? 9 inches. That's a decent size dishcloth. Okay, but I get it doesn't eat that much yarn, so $3. Okay. Okay, wait. Let me take a picture of this one too. Okay, wait. This lady just got back to me really quick. Hold on. La, la, la. Hey, Becky, Pam, HD, Regina, and all. Congratulations, Natalie. My 5-year anniversary was back in May. Oh my gosh, I missed it. Well, belated congratulations to you, Miss Granny D. Okay, whoa, she sent me 3 messages. Okay, you can say. Did I like pay her for this and not know it? Okay, she said I could send my logo anytime. Let me record the information. I'll process your receipt and showing you the details in your spot. Okie dokie. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. 40 seconds for 2 more. Hello, D. I'm busy counting ads. So what are you at? Like 15? Maybe no worries. I didn't celebrate. Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Well, happy belated 5th. Do I have what? No, I have Venmo. Hold on, guys. She's just asking me if, well, she's telling me what form of payment they accept and asked if I have it, but don't typically do it that way. Yes, ma'am. And I have a few that are the cotton scrubby mix. So I just toss them all in the same basket rather than adjust price for scrubby coating costing more. I just make them smaller. Okay. Okay, I get that. I was still living with my big bro after having come back from rehab with my legs. Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. I remember 10 or 11 so far tonight. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I set my ads for 30. I did that once and people were getting it every like 10 minutes. So now I do it on the conservative, like let YouTube decide, and on conservative where it's supposed to be the least amount of ads there are. And Pam has only gotten 1 so far, but Becky's gotten like 11, which is ridiculous. I've only been on for an hour. I mean, that's crazy. Minutes, and hopefully it works. Yeah, last time I did it, it did it for like I forget how long. I mean, even for me, it was showing me how often, and it was like all the time I was getting the notification. I was like, what is happening? This is crazy. Okay, let's go and look at Michigan Fiber Fest stuff, because otherwise it's going to take forever. Okay, well, just this, and I've already basically talked about the market, but I'll tell you more details about the actual how we did, and then go from there. There's really, it's just working together. But wait, this lady is coming back to me. Hold on a second. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. I just need to look at something really quick. Where did it say it was? Okay. I had to let Mr. B know something. Is that the same one is that the same one? What? Holy cats. That's nuts. Wow. I just sent you a text though. Sorry, I had to ask Mr. Boyfriend a question. I do same as Granny D. I set them to play every 30 minutes. I'll change it and hope for it to be that way again. Let's see. Hold on. Choose how mid rolls 30 minutes. Insert mid, okay. Okay, so I changed it to every 30 minutes. Let's see what happens. I guess mine has been working. No one has said anything about there being a lot. I just got a really short ad. Okay, well, you guys let me know. I changed it to every 30 minutes. We'll see what happens. Okay, so the first place at Michigan Fiber Festival, which I cannot wait to go to Wisconsin Fiber Festival. It seems like they really got their stuff together. I mean, they have like a catalog, like a physical book catalog. They can send it digitally or they'll send it to you physically. They've got like 8,000 classes and all kinds of stuff. 1 day, 2 day, half a day, 3 hours. It's insane how much stuff they've got. One at 38 seconds. Okie dokie, will do. Okay, cool. So anyway, Michigan Fiber Festival. Did you respond to me? Did you see the text? Hello. Did you see the text I sent you? Did I send it to you? Yeah, I did. Okay, hold on. Okay. She's like, like, they seem to be like right, like on point with everything. And it's like bam, 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 bam. I mean, it's craziness. That would be such fun to go to a Fiber Fest. Never been to. Really? Me neither. Until we went to the Michigan Fiber Festival 2 weeks ago. And then we're at my craft fair on the 29th. And the lady that makes the soap and stuff. Oh, he forgot to bring the soap. That's okay. She was talking to Mr. Boyfriend and she goes, "Are you guys going to the Wisconsin Fiber Festival?" And he looked at me and he looked at his calendar. He looks at me. He goes, "Are we going?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "I didn't know that it was happening." I'm like, "I don't know how I missed it." And so she's like, "Yeah, it's on September 6th through 8th." And so he was off from work and he's like, "Okay, yeah, we're going." So we signed up for a class. So this will be 2 in like a month, less than a month. Craziness, I'm telling you. But it was amazing. But I did have Chevis because I'm guessing you know that I met up with Chevis for dinner. Like the week before that, I think the weekend before that. Anyway, she said it, and then a couple other people said it when we were at Michigan Fiber Festival that we will be spoiled. Oh, this is your first Fiber Festival? Yeah. Well, you're going to be spoiled when compared to other ones. Not that other ones are bad, just that this one like is big. Like, I mean, it was very big. I mean, between the couple of like huge farm or barn, not really barns. One looked like an airplane hangar. Like, and then the outside vendors, and they had 4 of the 10 national yarn trucks there. There's only 10 in the country, and 4 of them were at the Michigan Fiber Festival. And of course we got something from all 4. Anyway, so hold on a second. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I want to go get something that I forgot that we got at the market, and 2, I have to ask Mr. Boykin something. Okay, should I tell her like so that she's really complicated that I listen to her and go line up and stuff. You said we'll get later. This how much it is. $3 per day, and what I won't want. So I don't want from the sound of it, they have like upper level, lower level, and bigger people and smaller people, all kinds of different options. I've never seen the option that they're looking at. I don't know exactly what they'll need, but this is pretty big. Okay, sorry guys. I forgot. I was getting this to show you as though it's from the Michigan Fiber Festival, but it's not. It's actually from my market. Okay, so the first place we were at, the first truck was the Indigo Guinea Fiber truck. Now, of the 4 trucks that were there, 2 of them hand dyed their own yarns. The other 2 were basically a local yarn shop on a truck. So they had, like when you go to a local yarn shop, they have all kinds of different hand dyers. Oh, what is that? That's from them? That's from the... Oh, no, because we're getting the Wisconsin Fiber Festival catalog, or supposed to be, I think. Anyway, so 2 of them, okay, that the husband that runs the Yarn Adventure truck, he was the one that told us, okay, well, Frogget and Indigo Guinea hand dye their own yarns. So, if you're going to get something, type of a thing. And so originally we planned on only getting something from those 2 trucks. But then it was like, well, we're here and they're like, you don't get to see these trucks all the time. And so his truck, actually, I had seen something and I was like, oh, I just recently saw these somewhere, like posted somewhere, and it's amazing. And so we went in and we got it. Okay, evidently once you're like on with this person for this show, it's like everything's done like now. So I apologize. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just going to be like okay, like every other one I've spoken to that's taken like a couple of days back and forth. Not the case with this person. So I apologize sincerely, but evidently okay, well, she may have to wait then. All right, so indigo guinea fiber. So, of course, as you guys know, Mr. Boyfriend is an enabler, and we both have very similar tastes. And you can't just get one Hank if there's like three there. You know, you can't just get one. You got to get all three. And so that's what we did. We got three of these. Anyway, so this is the indigo guinea fiber sparrow fingering. Sparrow fingering, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, approximately 460 yards to 100 grams. And the color is Claws in the Night. Two of these are from the same batch. The other one is a different batch. But look at this. So I hope the color is going to come out true to color. But it's got, well, it's pretty close. It's like a mauvey pink. And then this green, and it's gray, but it's kind of got like the pink running through it a little. I don't know if you can see that, like right through there. It's on this side. So, and then this one has a little tiny bit of speckling, little tiny bit of speckling right there, and some right there. Forget which button. We got a new ring light. Oh, is this better? I don't know. Is that better? No, actually, okay. I think this is better. Yeah. Okay. They actually, both of these have speckling, and I think those are the ones that are different batches. Yeah. These two are different batches, and they're the ones that have the most speckling. But anyway, isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. So, I mean, and gray isn't necessarily, no. Like right there, I think. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. But gray isn't typically my color, but this just something about it was like, wow. And then, okay, so that was indigo guinea fiber. There's that, because I don't think I have one of their business cards, which is really weird because I thought we were getting business cards. Oh, wait. No, I do. And I have somebody else's. Oh, this was the Michigan Fiber Festival card. Now it's getting washed out, but so that if you want to get screenshots. Okie dokie, will do. That would be such fun to go to fire. Okay, sorry, cool. What did the online class involve? Wait, what online? What online class? The class that we're taking at the Fiber Festival, we're taking physically there. Okay, so if you guys want to get a screenshot of this, I don't know if that's too blown out or not. Hold on, my mom just sent me a message. Okay, can you come here for a second, please? Just read the last few lines from her. Okay, so that's indigo guinea fiber. Then we went to Frogget. Oh, wait, this bag is from the other shop, but that's okay. So then we went to Frogget Yarns. I love her card. That is such a cute card. Okay, hold on. So if you want to screenshot it. And this was funny because Becky commented on that short, saying with something like with my voice the way it was. And honestly, we were in the car or somewhere, and a video started playing, and I was like, who is that? And it was me. Because I had lost my voice. And she goes, the Frogget truck is like the perfect place to be. Okay, I misunderstood. What will you be learning in that class? I probably missed it. I didn't say, actually. Are you seeing what she's saying? Because she's adding me to the thing, or she's adding me to the program. But I don't know. Anyway, so, and if you scroll all the way to the top is where all the options are. So anyway, so what we're going to be learning is small batch dyeing. It's like if you only have a small space to dye, we'll teach you a way to do it. And it's with acid dyes, and I forget something else. And we have to bring 12 mason jars for each of us, and some other things like an N95 mask, which typically when you work with acid dyes, you're supposed to use a respirator mask. But whatever. So anyway, it's dyeing in jars and using a bunch of different colors, I guess. So we're really excited about that because you guys know I want to dye my own yarn. I've tried 2 different techniques, dip dyeing and like painting the yarn, where I had it like laid out in the hank laid out, and then I did the green, purple and pink, I think. And I used the did I use any what is it called? It'll come to me. Anyway, so painting yarn. So I've done it both of those ways, but I've wanted to learn to hand dye yarn with acid dyes, especially since I want to be able to get into speckling yarn. But the only place we have is our kitchen. And so it's not like we have a lot of space. So it's going to be interesting. Now, there were other classes that were available. No, there were other classes there, but they were full, or there was a wait list, or they were really expensive. So,
Or is it you just say just?
no, she just said just a minute. Okay.
I gotta set up Cash App, I guess.
I have it. I've just never paid out of it. I've only accepted money from it. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know how difficult it is to set it up, but we'll see what she says. Anyway, so take plenty of notes or make a video. Oh, I didn't think about it. Now I'm assuming we're not the only 2 people that are in the class, but we will be doing our own thing is what I'm guessing. Like she'll be directing and we'll be doing it in our station. So, oh, that's a good idea. Shoot, our camera is not working. We can maybe set up Mr. Boyfriend's phone. I have that like little thank you, my love. Okay. Do we have any like jelly that we could put on top? He's so good to me. He's such an amazing man. Okay, he's an amazing man because he's an amazing man, but then he does like all this extra stuff, which makes him even extra amazing because he's a really good man. Yay, thank you, my love. So anyway, good idea on taking video, but for sure notes. All right, so let's get into Frogget yarns. So Frogget yarns, you walk up the ramp, and neon yarns. On one side, like neon, like super bright as the sun yarns. Like I want all of them. Like just take the whole rack and take it to the car. And they had so many amazing yarns. But evidently the husband is the neon dyer. He has figured out the technique to make it like what it is. So awesome. Check with the festival. Some don't allow recording during the class and some don't care. It might be up to the ones. Oh yeah, no, I would totally ask them. I wouldn't just record. I mean, good idea. But yeah, I've totally learned, like even with all these trucks and everybody at the festival, every single tent or every truck we went into, hi, my name is, well, okay, Mr. Boyfriend likes to be like, well, you are speaking to Natalie of Natalie's Closet. I love that he does it with everybody. It's so funny. But I'm Natalie. I have a YouTube channel. Would you mind if I recorded, took a snapshot or a quick video of the truck or the tent? I don't get people's faces. Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Would you like to be in it? Would you, I could ask you a couple questions. Oh, sure, that would be great. Dude, I can't accept a call right now. Hold on, guys. Can you take my phone and look at or no, actually, I'll send you a screenshot. Holy cats. This is like crazy sauce stuff. This is like high finance, but not finance. Well, I guess it's technically finance, but okay. So hopefully that'll be taken care of. So anyway, so that's what I did with them. And I said, and they were like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. And when I asked, would you mind if or would you like to say would you like to say anything? Would you like to be on the camera? Would you whatever? And they were like, they looked at each other and they're like, sure. And so I think I asked a couple questions. So, I mean, I do have several of those kind of clips, and that'll go into the actual like Fiber Festival video. And then this stuff will come into the haul video, which I already recorded. Okay. But yes, Pam, thank you for that suggestion. But yeah, I totally make sure I do that because yes, some people are like, absolutely not. I did actually have, when I was doing local yarn shop tours, you remember when I was like doing a bunch in Florida, there was one shop that said, no, I would rather not. And other ones are like, yeah, of course. Even if a ton of people don't see it, some people see it. And you never know who, they may not live here, but they may visit here, or they may know people who live here, or they may know people who will visit here. You never know who's gonna hear the information. So absolutely get my name out there. And so when I had a person, when I had a store owner say, no, I'm not, I don't want it, I have no interest, I don't want to be, I was like, okay. I was like, thank you so much. I looked around a little bit and I was like, thank you. Have a great day. Now, I wasn't being mean. There wasn't anything that was like totally catching my eye. It was, I mean, the shop was different than other shops that I had ever seen. And I was like, I don't know. It just didn't catch my, my attention. Anyway, so we did get one full neon skein, and it's Frogget Yarns, hand dyed in Pennsylvania. It's merino fingering, 75% superwash, 25 nylon, 463 yards, 100 grams. And this one is called Safety First. And it is totally, oh, this is washing it out a bit. Hold on, let me turn the color down a little. Is it turning off a little bit? Is that the minus or was, yeah. Maybe this is better. I think this is better. So this is safety first. Totally neon orange, totally safety first, totally my kind of color. And then we also got the merino fingering 7525, 463 yards, odd frog. I love the color name. Neon yellow, like, and having such neon yellow when you've got it next to like orange. I mean, there was a little bit of bleeding in it, but still getting that kind of neon yellow is amazing. Amazing work. Yellow is a hard color to really, really get. So obviously going together. So that's super awesome. So that's from Frogget. Then we were at the Yarn Adventure truck. Here's their business card. Oops. Want it closer? I love the truck. And then that's their info. Efficiency Manager, Logistics Coordinator. Okay. But the wife of this truck, of the gentleman, she is, oh, okay. But she does, she's a coordinator for fiber festivals and stuff. And so we let her know that we did have a plan to do a fiber festival in Florida. And she was like, oh my God, if there's any place that needs a fiber festival, it's that area of Florida. Well, Florida, but that area in Florida. And so Olive and 2U host a fiber festival. It's like 2 or 3 vendors in a bar once a year, but like a true on fiber festival. Now, I don't know that we're going to get into the wool and sheep fiber festival where we're actually going to have the animals there. I don't know because, okay, now it says an ad's going to run in 53 seconds. That's the first time I've gotten, and I'm going to skip it. That's the first time I've gotten a notification for an ad. So if you get an ad, it says right there, ad skipped. So let me know. Anyway, so this I've seen and I'm looking forward to using or trying out. It's stuck back to the cardboard. But this is super cool. And you guys have probably used it, and I'm probably like way behind on this because I know I've seen others do it. But it's a yarn like holder, but look at it's holographic bats. Yay! You guys know I love Halloween, and it's holographic everywhere. So you put the cake, or I guess you could put a skein too if it's a smaller one, or a cake on here, and you put it on your wrist, and then you could just be walking around and working on it and whatever. Now, I have the medium ball sacks from Naughty Knitting Sacks, and hers essentially also hang. Well, they do hang. Well, I can't get to one right now. I told you guys how crazy it is, but it like the one strap goes into the loop, and then you can hang it kind of like this. But I love this idea, and I can't wait to actually have the chance to use it. But I just thought this holographic bats and totally wanted to try this. I love it. All you have to do is ask. If they say no, then hopefully you'll remember how you dyed stuff. Exactly. Well, I'll take notes and stuff, but I may not be able to record. So okay, I was trying to get this undone, but that one was super cool. So that was from the Yarn Adventure truck. And this is their full time. I think they were ones that do this full time. Okie dokie. So that was this stuff. Then next, okay, that was 3 trucks. So next was the Yarn Birds, which I've heard of so many times through Chevis, of Chevy Roll stuff. And hold on, bedtime. Have a great night, everyone. Dean and Katie with Yarn Adventure Truck are super nice. Yes, they are so super nice. I've met them a couple of times, and they have a YouTube channel and Instagram. Oh, awesome! I didn't realize they had a YouTube. Did he say that? I don't remember if he said that or not, but that's awesome. That's super cool that you've met them too. But have a good night. Thank you, Pam, so much for having been here. Thanks for watching the rest of the giveaway video whenever you watch it. And make sure to enter too, which I always do the multiple choice questions. That's still the case here. But you do also have to let me know which of the 2 top prizes you would want to win. But you'll hear that in the video. But thank you so much for having been here and for the congratulations. I really appreciate it. Have a great night, my friend. Happy 5th anniversary celebration. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How are you? Okay, so anyway, the Yarn Birds, they have their truck, whose name is Birdie. And Robin is super nice. She did not want to be on camera, but that's totally fine. Hold on. I'm trying to get it so you can see the writing. Okay. So if you want to take a screenshot. Oh, that works too. And then that's the Kitchener stitch on the back, which even when I was knitting, I never did that stitch. So that's good to have. But oopsie. This is their business card. So they are like a local yarn shop truck. So they've got a couple, several different hand dyers and notions companies, all that type of stuff. Beautiful truck, beautiful, beautiful truck. Well, there wasn't anything that like either I didn't have or that screamed out to me necessarily that was like, oh my God, you have to have this. But as I turn around and we're getting ready to leave, or was it when we were getting ready to start recording? I don't remember. It was one of the two. I was like, what? And so there was this display right next to the door, and it had the zodiac sign yarn line. And I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Now, the colors are not like it. If it wasn't for it being the zodiac line and having both of our signs and wanting to now do something, combining them, it wouldn't have been necessarily colors that we would have been like, okay, that's cool. Let's grab it. But it was a zodiac sign or zodiac line. So we got my zodiac sign, which is Pisces. And this is by Chelsea Lux Zodiac Collection. Refined local yarn, Red Bank, New Jersey. And of course, the label has holographic stars on it. So that was even better. And it's Chelsea Lux. It's 80% superwash merino, 10% nylon, 10% cashmere. And it's 400 yards. And this is the Pisces. And it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's just not like the typical colors I gravitate towards. So it's got like the brown. It's got some purple, some pinks, kind of like mauve, a little bit of speckling. There's a little bit of mint in here. So, I mean, it's pretty. But, it's not bright. It's not colorful. It's not, but it's pretty. Welcome, Squirrel. Oh, you're a Scorpio. Yeah. And so I'm a Pisces. And Mr. B is an Aries, and his is also the 80-10-10, 400 yards. And so there's this one. So mine has a little bit of the mint green. And what else does mine have? Mine has a little bit more brown. Mine has more purple. But they're very similar. So that's that's the Pisces. And so this is mine. So we know what we're going to be doing with it. It's just not, we're still not, putting it, we're not talking about it yet until we figure out the rest of how we're working it, but it is going to be worked together in a project. So we're going to be intertwined in a larger project. So that was from Birdie. So that was that. Then I'm almost positive we then went to Natalie, and we got, I did a short in there, and then we also took a clip in there. The owner did not want to be in the video, so we didn't, we respected her wishes, kept her out of it. And for some reason, I was thinking it was Noti, but it's Naughty. And I love her cards. They're really beautiful, and like it's like a raised font or print on here, but it's Naughty hand painted yarn. Oops. And here's more information on the back. But it's Naughty yarn. Thank you very much. So again, she had a lot of bright colors. She had a lot of beautiful yarn, beautiful samples. Actually, I think that was even something that somebody commented on in the short. But okay, so this one is Naughty Sock. It's 100% merino wool, superwash, fingering 4-ply, 437 yards to 100 grams. Hand wash, cold, dry, flat. There's no dye lots. Skeins may vary, which any hand dyed yarn. Well, okay. Shh, Miley. Anyway, so no two skeins are going to be alike, but this one is called Bold. And let me tell you, I love primary colors and stuff, but this is so beautiful. And I don't know, it may be self-striping, maybe not. No, it may not be, but it's just so pretty. And then we got the Happy, which is this bright yellow. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? And so we got that to work together, because there are parts of this bright yellow in here. So we got those two together. And it's so beautiful and so soft. What? It's on top. Oh, here. Oh. Okay. So then, they could have been this one first and then Naughty, but I can't remember, because we had gone to the food trucks because we were like really thirsty and hungry. Oh my gosh. There was this one truck. I think we also got a hot dog there. We got something else there, but they had fresh cut crinkle fries. So the orders took quite a while, because they hand cut them there and fried them, and everything was fresh. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. But anyway, this was the Winter Haven Fiber Farm. No. Maybe? There was a gentleman there, so I'm confused. No, this was it. Winter Haven Fiber Farm. If you want to screenshot, oops, why am I having a hard time? If you want to screenshot it. And then it's just on the back, it just says hand-dyed fine top blends for spinning and felting. Felting forms, tools, needles, major craft dealer. What did you say? Read it. But this was the person that's on the thing. So now what do we do? Do you want to screenshot that and send it to me, and I can... Okay. Anyway, so as you guys know, I don't know how to spin. I've never spun. There is a project that will be we will be undergoing at some point. But I did get fiber to spin, and we both saw there was one with Stellina in it, but the Stellina wasn't really obvious, and the color wasn't like wow. But this one caught both of our attention when we first walked in. it's got like this something to it, and the lime green and this blue. It's just so beautiful. So I'm looking forward to doing this because I have a Turkish spindle that we got also, which I will be learning how to do. I'd love to make somebody with those two bright colors. Yeah, that would be cool. So anyway, so we got that there. And then I think this one was next. But this one is amazing. This is Copper Centaur Studio. Hopefully you can see this, but you screenshot. What is my problem? But they had some amazing stuff, but this caught my attention. And then Mr. Boyfriend saw it and it was like, okay, yeah. So this one is their Police Box Blue. It's a super fine. It's a fingering weight, Centaur Sparkle. It's 2-ply fingering weight, 75 superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina, 438 yards per 100 gram skein. It says machine washing and drying are not recommended, and some bleeding may occur on the first washing, especially with bright colors. So hand wash, warm water, with a gentle wool wash and lay flat to dry. But check it out. You guys know I love sparkle. And it's funny because the sparkle is not coming up on screen like it does in real life. But, oops. These are the two. Now, they are exactly the same, except this one is a little darker. Like this one, you can see that stripe of darker blue and then the lighter blue. But is that not beautiful? I mean, look at that sparkle. And you all know blue is my number one favorite color. Pink and purple tie for a second. But OMG, this is amazing. Great choice to spin. Thank you. Gorgeous blue sparkle. Wow. I know, right? This is incredible. But wait. You see the sparkle of this 5%? I have some I'm going to show you that's 25% stellina. 25%. I've never in my life have seen anything more than 10%. It's amazing. And this isn't doing it justice here. I hope that one does, because it's like, OMG, wow. All right. So, oopsie. Okay. Let me take a bite of my food really quick. Hold on. I apologize for eating online, but at least it's not going to be crunchy. Okay. Hold on. This was the booklet they had at the front. So they already have the 2025 dates, August 13th through 17th. What? Hold on, guys. Mm-hmm. Can you cancel it? Yeah. This sucks. What state was this fiber fair in? It was in Michigan. It was the Michigan Fiber Festival in Allegan County. Hey, Denise, welcome. How are you? Okay. So then we saw they didn't actually have like a tent or anything because it was inside, but I saw a wall of yarn and I was like, oh my God, this looks so familiar. And I'm like, what? And I'm looking and I'm like, what? Really? And interlacements, I know them from a yarn shop in Florida that I did a local yarn shop tour of that I was hoping to buy because she was selling. It didn't work out. But I had seen this massive hank, 1,200 yards of, I think it was like the zigzag or the something or other. And it was amazing. And then I saw a sample that she had that was using 2 different interlacement yarns. And it was incredible. And I was like, 1,200 yards. It was this massive thing, blob of yarn. And it was incredible. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. 1,200 yards. So here it is. They're there at this fiber festival. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. So Interlacements is the name of the yarn company. And so they had the Rick Rack and Zigzag, I think were 2 of the different ones. But I already had them. And so should I let her know?
She's not she.
What?
She's not she.
Should I let them know? That I'm not doing it? I mean,
I'm not interested. This seems to be a fraudulent transaction.
hold on, guys, really quick. I want to look at something.
Then we can contact that person directly. Call the church.
Yeah, I mean, no wonder they were like bam, 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 bam.
Pay now.
And then, have you paid? Your screenshot, please. Okay, guys, I'm so grateful to Mr. Boyfriend. I mean, I don't know that I wouldn't have noticed it also, but he went to go pay this person for this this craft fair, and it was a fraudulent it was a fraud. He got notification when going to send the money that it seemed to be suspect. And so then he went and looked up this person's profile, and one, there's no information on it, like no background information. And the person is supposed to be Naomi. And it's there were contradicting things, like this person changed his profile and then her, and then there's this like totally unrelated picture as a profile picture, and with them say like, are you paying? Send me the money. Are you paying? Are you paying? Are you paying? Did you pay? And then again, like, did you pay? Did you send me the screenshot? Did you pay? Whatever. So we're going to contact the church directly that's running this festival and go that route. So of course they didn't actually respond. That's why they probably didn't want to do it other than Cash App. Okay, so just beware. They basically ended up taking evidently a screenshot of the information of this craft fair and then just sent it to me that way. And yeah. Okay, That was that. What is it? Let the air out of my sail a little, but good. How are you? Good, thank you. How are you? Well, you just said good. I'm glad you're good. Denise E. I hope you saw the sparkle blue. I'll show you the sparkle blue again. I have no problem showing you sparkle yarn. Look at that. Is that not amazing? I'm telling you, you have to stay to see the 25% Stellina yarn. Stellina is like the, okay, it's not the absolute only sparkle fiber that I will get, but 90% of any kind of sparkle yarn that'll get a Stellina, because Stellina, well, and Angelina, which I'll show you in a minute also, the fiber is first of all so wispy and dare I say soft. But if you were to take an exact same hank of yarn without the Stellina, have your eyes closed and have somebody hand you one that is identical but no Stellina, and hand you one with Stellina, there's the highest probability that you won't be able to tell which is which. That's how soft it is. Whereas a lot of metallics and a lot of other sparkle that is sometimes used adds a maybe not scratchiness, but a roughness a little bit to the yarn. But yeah, it's amazing. Then she has some yarn to show that's supposed to be extremely sparkle. I'll show you that in just a second. What was fraudulent? It's gorgeous. Thank you. This craft fair that I was trying to sign up for, I was very happy that they finally responded to me. Yes, we need to contact them directly, because now this kind of makes sense. I had emailed the email that they had in the poster, but never got a response. You know what? We need to find out if this is a real one. If it is a real one, I need to let the group, the Northern Craft Fair group, know that is a spam if it's not real. Anyway, so whatever. All right. So interlacements. Look at this. This is a thick DK. I don't think it says. It doesn't say how many grams either. And I don't have a scale to check, because it would be easier to tell you exactly, because it's not quite a worsted. I would say it's a DK weight, but this is Toasty Toes, 100% superwash merino, and it's 560 yards. I mean, look at that. Is that not amazing? I mean, it's not the softest yarn. It is squishy, but the fiber itself, I'm obsessed with soft yarn, soft yarn all the way. And that's a lot of reason why I ended up getting into hand dyed, and then I just got obsessed with hand dyed into fiber content, and then wool and hand dyed and everything, versus the big box acrylics and stuff. The softest one or the one I think is the softest out of big box acrylic is Karen Simply Soft, and even that sometimes I don't know. But okay, so that's that. Then we got this tank top, because I kind of wanted a tank top from the festival, and they didn't have. There was a tie-dyed T-shirt that we both really loved, and we wear the same size, which is funny. That's crazy, because he's super thin, but he's tall, and so but we wear the same size, but they didn't have a large, so we just this one was really cute too, so we went with that one. Then we found this fiber, and and we were originally just going to get a portion of it. And then we're like, well, okay, well, let's see how much the bag is. And so we asked her how much the bag was, and she's like, well, it's by weight. And as it turns out, there's a pound of this. And so she's like, and it's silk. And so we're like, okay. So she told us the price, and it was like very reasonable. So we were like, okay, we'll take all of it. And then she had like what was probably the equivalent of 4 boot, like standard size, like booth sections. And she had so much stuff, so many notions, knitting, crochet. She had drop spindles, some that were really beautiful. Turkish spindles, which I was specifically looking for a Turkish spindle, and I couldn't find any anywhere. And she had some, and one that was very beautiful. And she had fiber, she had yarn, she had books, she had all kinds of stuff. And she was Susan's Fiber Shop. She has a Facebook page, and her virtual shop, or she has a shop. Wait, Facebook virtual sales, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. Okay, so she's got a bunch of stuff. So I mean, if you want to check that out, well, you're welcome to. Here's this. So she does have a physical shop in Wisconsin, it looks like. Anyway, everything you've shown so far is gorgeous. Thank you, Becky. There have been 2 times now that Becky got to see stuff in advance of everybody else in person, because we got to meet up with her for dinner. Love tie-dye. Yeah, it's fun. What was name of person for the blue sparkle, please? That was oopsie. That's not them. That was Copper Center Studios. I hope you can get that. If you want to take a screenshot. I know, but if she saw this sparkle yarn, she would be like body slamming me to get it. She and the waitress were like ready to fight me to get some yarn, and they were going to split it. I'm telling you, she's a little violent. No, I'm just kidding. She's the sweetest person. But anyway, look at all this silk fiber. I mean, there's like a whole bag of silk fiber. Is that not crazy? But it is so beautiful. There's this like electric green. Oh, it says an ad's going to start in a minute. This electric green in it, it's not doing it justice, but it is so insanely soft. It's incredible. So I told the woman, she's like, okay, well, she's talking about spin. And I'm like, I don't know how to spin. I've never spun anything in my life. So I got this Turkish spindle, which is beautiful. I mean, it is so stunning. Snyder, 1.2 ounce, 34 grams is what it says on the bottom. But anyway, so she started to spin this. She spun like all of this here. And I know it's like 2 under, and and I know you're supposed to tie it here, and then you pull it, and then it spins, and it tightens it, and then you go 2 under and 1 over or something like that. I don't know. I have to learn anyway. So, because she just cut off or pulled off a little piece of yarn. So anyway, so I did this section, and I know part of it was thick, but she's like, you've never done this before? And I was like, no. And she's like, wow, you're doing pretty good. I was like, oh, thank you. So I'm super excited about doing it. I have a Turkish spindle now, so I'm happy about that. And Shevis is my enabler when it comes to a lot of stuff. She's why I have so much of what I have. Okay, maybe not all of it, but a good deal of it. And she was obsessed with her Turkish spindle. And I was like, she showed a drop spindle too once. And I don't know, the Turkish one is what called to me. And I was like, oh my God, I have to get one day. I have one now. So I'm excited about that. Uh-oh, where's my interlacements there? Okay, I've got business cards like everywhere. Where's my phone? I didn't get a response. Yeah, no kidding. Hold on, guys. Okay, we'll see what happens there. Okay, where did I put this? Okay, this is hers. So now we're going to the next thing that we created. So we passed by this table, and we have like maybe 20 minutes before, half hour, half hour, 35 minutes before the show closes. And let me tell you, when they closed, everybody disappeared. It was it was the weirdest thing. Anyway, and we see this thing, and we're like, and so Mr. B's like, well, if you want to do it, do it. And I was like, I don't know. And so we did. But anyway, it's the fold out cat. This is their information, Fiber Art Studio. And it's this like little setup, and you could pick 5 different colors you create your own fiber bat. And so you could pick out 5 different colors of fiber, and then you can pick sparkle if you want it, which is this Angelina. And then you could pick like additives for it, like if you want to make it a little bit like novelty yarn or some other kind of stuff that you want to put into it. And then they use the carding machine, and they make it so that you could either have the colors striped, or you can have them melded together or whatever. And I didn't necessarily want it like totally like stripe, but having them together, and they can meld a little bit at the edges. And so sparkle, what? Of course. So they have like these tins. The tins are like this big and like this thick of basically Stellina, but it's called Angelina sparkle. I figured we were going to use a little bit from each tin, because one was holographic, one was iridescent, like blue iridescent, and one was purple. And so I figured we were going to use a little bit of each. We ended up using all 3 tins. What? And she goes, if you want more sparkle, we can use more sparkle. I opted not to, because I felt bad that we used 3 entire tins. And I'm telling you, it doesn't even sparkle as much as the 25% does. So I don't know how much more I would have needed to add. But it is amazing. It is amazing. I mean, just look at that. You can see the sparkle in it. This is like the iridescent one. And it did end up getting all mixed in. But look, these are the colors that we used all together. Mr. Boyfriend's like, this is all you. You pick the colors you want. And I was like, but what do you think? And he's like, you pick. You decide. You pick. And so it was all carded together. And do you see all of this amazing sparkle in here? I mean, it's incredible. So I can't wait to spin this, or get to the point of knowing what to do to be able to spin this properly. But look at this amazing sparkle. I mean, is that not incredible? OMG. I'm like, I can make it. I can do it. She's like, do you want to do it? And I was like, no, you can go ahead and do it. I want to watch how you do it. And so we're both watching, and we took some video clips of it, and it was amazing. And she's adding the sparkle and adding more sparkle and adding. And she goes, well, why not just use the rest of it? And I was like, okay, you don't have to ask me twice. I mean, is that not amazing? This was an amazing experience. I'm just saying, if you ever have that opportunity, if you're ever at a fiber festival or somewhere where they say we could just do this and everything, you got to try it. It's awesome. I've heard Turkish spindles are the best. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And that's why I was like obsessed with it. No, 1 but 2 ads, making up for lost time. Oh my gosh, Becky, I'm so sorry. I hope to see the brighter sparkle before I have to leave. I'm coming up with it right now. Wow, truly made to order. Yes, like Diamond does. Exactly, like Diamond does. Okay, so this is the last place we go to. And, oh no, I'm sorry. We did find a guy. He was selling Clover Moore hooks, which I love. And this was a 6.5 millimeter, and it was on sale for like $4.75. And then as it turned out, it was like 3 something, I think. So I'm so grateful, because that was a hook size I didn't have of Clovers. Anyway, where is the business card? So this one, we stop here. We see it. Well, actually, the name is what caught my attention. It's Alk and Me. A-L-K and Me. Like alchemy. Okay, Alk and Me. Like alchemy. Like, And it's Alk and Me Fiber Art Studio. This, and I love square business cards. So that's them. And the sparkle one part caught my attention. And as it turns out, this section that was like midway down, all the way down, was 50% off. I was like, okay, the sparkle stuff is not all the sparkle stuff, but some of the sparkle stuff was on sale. So there was one that was not sparkle, but Becky will know why I wanted this. And let's see if she does know. So this is the Ion. And they have a business card on each one that tells you the details. Did you say it's indium ion? Indium? I-N-D-I-U-M. Indium. Is that right? Indium. No, it would be indium. I-N-D-I-U-M. Okay. Anyway, whatever it is. It's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Fingering, sock weight, 4-ply, 437 yards, 400 meters to 100 grams. Becky, why did I want this? She'll know. If she doesn't know, then nobody will know. Well, Leanne would know, but I know Becky will know. Well, if Becky's here, but I think she's here. She's been here the whole time. Becky, I'm waiting. Everybody wants to see the sparkle yarn. She must have walked away. Becky. Okay, we'll wait until she comes back. She'll know why I got this. But yes, it's beautiful. Pink, green, lighter pink. There's a little bit of speckling. Becky, can't think past the beautiful yarn. What am I absolutely obsessed about that would somehow resemble, like you could like kind of picture this? I'm like totally obsessed with it. I would have it in anything. I have some earrings of it. I had some glasses or cups. I had my David's Tea water mug that was the green and the pink and the really, oh my gosh. Think about it and we'll come back to it. She's just, yes. Watermelon. I'm absolutely obsessed with watermelon. Anything watermelon. Like literally anything watermelon. I have earrings that are like half watermelon slice that have sparkle. Like anything watermelon. So as soon as I saw this, I saw watermelon and I was like, it's 50% off also. Yeah, totally. So now we're down to the 25% sparkle. Let me get the two. Wait a minute. These are not. Are these the same? Wait a minute. Hold on. I put this in backwards. Seriously? Okay, yes. These two are the same. These two are the same, I think. And then those three are the same. Oh, this was the one that you told me, you corrected me on, I think. Lutetium. Okay, I'll try it without him. This is Sparkle Sport. These are all Sparkle Sport. Wait. This is Lixiviate Sparkle. 76%. I'm sorry, 24%. 76% superwash Shiniko wool, which I've never had, and 24% Stellina. I apologize. I was off by 1%. It's 3-ply sport weight, 316 yards to 100 grams. Can you see the sparkle? I mean, seriously, it looks like it's reflective. That's how much sparkle. Like it's not sparkle. It's just reflective somehow. But you see the wisps of sparkle. If you've never seen Stellina, it's like wisps of. You see it right up there. I mean, and it's doing. online is doing no justice to it. In person, it seriously is just like a layer of sparkle. It's insanity how sparkly it is. It should be illegal to be so sparkly. But the yarn itself is beautiful too. Like the colors of it are beautiful too. I mean, it's got like a deep purple. It's got like burgundy and the orange and browns, but the sparkle, it's like, oh my gosh. So that's those two. Then this is the name that I was getting wrong. Lutium, Lutetium. Lutidium, that's it. Lutidium sparkle. I don't know why I can't get that right. Again, 76% superwash Shanico wool and 24% Stellina. 3-ply sport weight, 316 yards to 100 grams. But look at that. And look at that sparkle. I mean, that's like so wow. Like, I mean, it was so crazy when we saw it. I was like, what? I mean, especially under those kind of lights, it was like, oh my God. Like I'm seeing the sun. I mean, it was just like craziness. That yarn colorway screams watermelon. Exactly. Absolute sparkle. Wow, the colorway is gorgeous. Yeah, plus the colorway is gorgeous, but the sparkle is crazy. And then these three. This is Alembic Sparkle. 76, 24, 3-ply sport weight, 316 yards. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's not doing it any justice. Like at all. But look at that. And normally it's hard to catch sparkle online. But look at that. I mean, the colorway is amazing. But, I mean, that's just like, I mean, look at that blue. I mean, every which way. It's like insanity. I mean, look at that. 25% of the fiber in this yarn is Stellina. I mean, wow. That it's just, it looks like ice. Like, I mean, I don't even know how to explain that, but I mean, look at that. Like, I could look at this all day long. I can't even imagine what it is, what the item is going to look like in this sparkle. I mean, this is mine. This is mine. I'm claiming it. This one's mine. I mean, even from here, you can see the insane sparkle. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to put it down because otherwise we're never going to get to anything else. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I'm never speechless. Okay, I'm not speechless because I'm talking. But if I wasn't online and having to entertain you guys, I would be speechless. That's how crazy stunning that is. I mean, it's insanity. Anyway, so this was our haul from the Michigan Fiber Festival, our very first Fiber Festival. Okay, mine for sure. I mean, you know, Mr. Boyfriend, you know, not many men get, he is just as invested in my passion and my craft and knows so much about yarn and fiber content and weight and everything. And just as just as passionate about his passion. But this was our haul from the Michigan Fiber Festival. Let's see. Love those blues and greens. Beautiful. I know. Aren't they beautiful? Wow, I need that sparkle. Showing up great. It's crazy. How does it feel? Oh, feel. Yeah, that would be good to tell you, right? Love colors. Thank you. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Welcome. Stunning. I can see a light, airy evening wrap. Yes. Oh, totally. Sparkly evening wrap. Hello. Welcome. How are you? Is it Darsha or is it Darcia? I'm sorry if I get it wrong both ways. Just like me, mine. Okay, this would be something that Becky would like fight me over. It's beautiful. It's soft. And like I said, I've never worked with, what was this yarn, this fiber? Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong one. This Shiniko wool, I've never worked with it before, but it is very soft. And I mean, Selena is soft to begin with. I mean, is not a fiber that you've like, okay, this isn't Shiniko wool. This is merino, the watermelon. But like, between the two, I would never know that this had 25% sparkle in it. Not in a million years would I feel that. As far as softness, okay, between the two, even though this has a lot of sparkle, this Shiniko wool, I have to say, is very soft. I don't know if this is what the animal the Shiniko wool comes off of. I don't know. Is that a Shiniko? I don't know. I don't know. But it is very soft. I mean, totally wearable. It's sparkly. I love sparkle. Like, I would just live in a house of sparkle. Yeah, totally. Hi, Catherine. Darsha. Okay. I apologize if I got it wrong. But welcome, Darsha. Welcome, Catherine. Becky, exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. You guys can't have it. It's mine. It's all mine. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, I guess I could share that since I have this, although this is going to take me 500 years to actually get it to see. Like, I kind of would like to spin it, having all of the colors worked together, but at the same time, I would like to have each color individually, like in a oh my gosh, what's the word? Multicolored. Somebody help me. It'll come to me, but anyway, but you can actually see, look at that sparkle. I mean, I'm telling you, if you saw the amount of sparkle that was in each one of these tins, and we used 3 of them, crazy. No, you know what's mine. I do. Variegated. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm not that much into the self-striping. I mean, I guess if I was actually knitting, although I haven't knit in many, many years, I need to reteach myself or take a class or something. Excuse me. I guess if I was knitting like a pair of socks, I can totally see self-striping. But otherwise, or I guess in a hat or a scarf. Okay, I can see self-striping in certain things. But otherwise, I think variegated. I like variegated. But as far as that fiber bat, I don't know which way I'm gonna prefer doing it. I guess we'll see when that happens. I don't know when that's going to happen yet, but well, first I have to like teach myself or take a class on spinning. And I mean, honestly, probably with doing it, the drop or a Turkish spindle would probably take me a lot longer than if I had a spinning wheel. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I'm just trying to get everything to fit in as few bags as possible. But I think I did pretty good with the fiber options. I mean, I've got all of this silk, and then I've got this ball of fiber, which truly it's not catching it. This is like I I don't know that I want to say neon green, but I mean, it's pretty, it's bright. It's not, to me, on my screen, is not coming out. It's not doing it justice. But I think between this and the silk and my bat of fiber that we created, I think, I think I did a pretty good job as far as getting fiber. Plus our massive undertaking that we have that is a big thing. Craziness. I love those hearts. That's cute. Do you watch Spring the Fiber Enthusiast? She's a great person for help with spinning. Any questions, she's helpful. I have watched her. I haven't watched her as of late, but that's good to know. So thank you for that. Actually, I get notifications for her from time to time. That's funny. I never got a response from that woman. Interesting. Who is this? Oh, Diana. That's cool. I just saw all these notifications from comments from my giveaway. So if you are new here or you haven't seen, I did post a 5th YouTube anniversary giveaway. So make sure to check that out and enter that. Wow, I've had several people since being on here on the live. And Tony, he's so sweet. He sent super thanks. It looks like, I think. That's very sweet. So yeah, so thank you. I really appreciate all the congratulations and everything. It's been a 5 years. I mean, there have been ups and downs throughout the years, and I know I had come out strong with like a schedule of videos, and I was doing like certain things on each day, or that was incorporated into each video, and then I had to switch to lives when I was my mom's caregiver, and then I went back to it, and then I went back to lives because I was her caregiver, and then once getting together with Mr. B and still being with my mom and everything, I was still doing lives primarily, and then moving up here, things changed, and so now I'm starting to get back into doing regular videos as well. Along with my lives, which haven't been able to be consistent because of schedules, but I try to do them Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time or Central Daylight Time. But I've had a lot of fun on YouTube. It is a lot of work. It's not, I know some people figure, well, what's the big deal? You're just recording videos. Yes, there is recording videos, but you have to plan. I mean, depending on what it is. I mean, some people don't plan. They just sit down and they start recording whatever, and that's it. But depending on what it is you're trying to do, you have to plan, you have to research, you have to, do all of that. And then it's setting up your recording, unless you have a stationary area to be able to do it and you have all your equipment always set up. You have to set up your equipment, you do the recording, then you have to edit. And then you have to post, and you have to do the description box and the title and the thumbnail and everything. And, there's a lot that goes into making sure that you're seen outside of but outside of your regular subscribers that are, typically know when it is that you are posting videos, or regularly watch for your notifications, or check your channel to see if you've uploaded videos. In order to be seen by anybody else, you have to really make sure that you put the time and effort into your thumbnail and your title, because people are just scrolling through YouTube. And I mean, you have like a second to catch somebody's attention for them to pick your video to watch. And the algorithm, there's a lot of play with the algorithm. And, like let's say I get a bunch of people, like I've had a lot of people seeing my shorts that I've been doing, like 400 or 500 people per short. And hopefully they'll come back and watch my long form videos. And let's say they do, and they've never watched my videos. Now the algorithm sees that, okay, new people are watching your videos. And so then they see, okay, well, this person or these people have now seen your videos, but their other interests are XYZ, gardening or this or that or the other. Now the algorithm says, okay, well, maybe people from these niches will also be interested by your videos. So let's try and send out your video to these people that are watching these other videos. And let's see if they'll start watching your video. Oh, they did. Okay, great. Let's branch out a little bit more. And that's how you kind of get more people seeing your stuff. But if you don't have other people or new people seeing your stuff, the algorithm kind of stays in the group that is used to seeing your stuff. And so there's like this back and forth and this work and this dance between everything to be seen, to be able to grow, if that's what you're trying to do, and the monetization and everything. So there is a lot of work when that's what you're trying to accomplish. And like I said, there are some people who just hop on and they do a video and they post it, and whatever happens happens. They're not looking to necessarily grow much further. Not that they don't put work into it. Obviously they do. They still have to, post their videos and do those things. But depending on what it is you're trying to do, there is work. And my goal has always been to try to grow. And so then when there are setbacks and you aren't having the momentum that you were starting to have, it takes, that much more to get back. So it's kind of, another ad is coming up in a minute. I don't know how many ads you guys have been seeing. So I've appreciated learning what I've learned throughout these 5 years as far as editing, which, I mean, I've always been the type that, whatever I say is what I say, what I do is what I do. And I'm not necessarily looking to edit to make myself perfect. Obviously, if there's like a long pause for like a minute or 30 seconds or whatever, well then, yeah, that's ridiculous. But I'm not trying to make myself perfect. I'm doing what I'm doing. And, but there still is editing of some kind, putting in the words that you may want to put in, or the sounds, or the this or the that or whatever. But I've appreciated everything I have learned along the way, and, getting back into it and having a partner who is as supportive as he is a big thing also. And plus he's a creative and also sees things in a new light, and can envision other things, which helps me envision other things and kind of makes things. So it's kind of, it's like kind of taking on the same, but bigger to a degree, or at least the plans are. And now I need to kind of make that happen. I appreciate you sharing the fibers from Fair. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I've got to look at your giveaway after this. Yes, you do. I can't believe you haven't yet. Oh my goodness, Becky. I'm just kidding. I was already subbed before tonight. I will go back and watch your videos. Oh, wow. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the live. I must go now. I will check out the video for a 5-year anniversary giveaway. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. I'm happy that you loved everything I showed, especially the sparkly stuff. I totally can appreciate that, because I'm all about the sparkle. If I could have all my arm be sparkly, that would be like awesome. But not everybody likes sparkly stuff, I don't know why. I mean, that's crazy. Colorful and sparkly. I mean, and holographic, that would be even better. Holographic sparkly. There is holographic sparkle. I know because some of it's in my vat of fiber. So, but thank you so much. I appreciate you having been here. And I probably should get going because I mean I was thinking about doing maybe some trivia, but it's already been 2.5 hours. Oh, but really quick about the market. So like I said, it was a rather slow market. And I wasn't the only one that thought that. And I think there have been other people that have been at this one before and said that this was unusually slow. However, I did have 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 sales. I sold 3 medium octopi, 2 stingrays, 1 small octopi, 1 lovey, that may have been it. But since I've sold a pencil, which I think the pencils are ridiculously cute, and the banana I think is cute. Although both Mr. Boyfriend and my mom, well, okay, Mr. Boyfriend thought it was an ear of corn, which I can get, but it's not. It's a banana. And when I told my mom that that's what he thought, she's like, "Yeah, I can see that." I was like, "But it's a banana." But you can totally see it's a banana. Anyway, but since then I've sold the pencil outside of the market. So even though it was a very slow market, I did fairly well, all things considered. And after deducting the cost of the table, and I was deducting the donation I did, but I never counted the stuff. I then realized I never counted the stuff that I did in the donation in my inventory because they were tester things. But I mean, they were perfect. I mean, they were perfect to sell, but they were like the prototype to what led to the final product, if that makes sense. But I realized afterwards that I had never actually put them in the inventory. So I didn't have to deduct that. So after deducting the table and not having had to deduct that, I technically should be deducting the cost of the like the yarn that it took to make all of those items, but I don't have a formula for that. I know there is one, and there's some ones that I think I want to check out to see about that. And of course, I should be deducting my time, but not really because that's built into the cost of the product. But after deducting the table, I still made $29. I know that's not a lot, but I still made $29, which even after deducting the jewelry, hold on a second. 29 minus that, minus the soap. Was that all we got? Was the jewelry and the soap besides the food? Yeah, so after deducting the jewelry I got and the bar of soap that we got, I still was in the black by $6.50. Now, if you deduct the food, I was in the red. But so I mean, all things considered, not bad. We learned a lot. It was getting my feet wet in markets here in the Chicagoland area. So totally, and we weren't like going to judge it by one show. We'll see how it goes with any other shows. But anyway, this was the bar of soap. This is the company. She's Sheepwreck Farm. She has a ton of fiber, I guess, in her shed. She's looking to do the fiber soap where the fiber is actually built, like wrapped around and in the bar of soap, and you use it that way. But this is blackberry bourbon. Oh, it smells so good. But this is it's Sheepwreck Farm. And that's what the soap looks like. And then the jewelry, it's actually by a designer. And this bracelet, I had seen it and I was like, oh my God, that looks like Patricia. What is her name? Now I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember. Patricia Lux? Patricia. She has, okay, evidently there are 3 lines that she has. She has her high-end personal line. She has this line, which was under like a pen name that was sold at Target. And then I guess she partnered with somebody on something else, but I've never seen that jewelry. I've only known her high-end line, which I knew from from this like artsy shop in Florida. And I've seen it one other place. And like the bracelet I've always wanted was like $300 or $400. Like it was high end, and like the stones that are in there, very high end, all hand placed, all everything. Everything was always made by hand. And then I never knew about this line at Target, or that it was hers. And this was like a more reasonable, like this bracelet retailed at $24.99, and these earrings retailed at $17.99, I think. But they're very there's a thing about them that is similar to her high-end line. And now this bracelet in particular, I was like, wow, that looks like hers. Then I saw the price and the name and I'm like, that's not her. And so then I was talking to the woman that was selling it, and she sold it all in the original packaging and everything. And she sold it at a ridiculous discount from the retail price, because Patricia retired earlier this year. And so once she retired, Target was like, well, this is no good to us anymore. And so they, like liquidated it, I guess. And her warehouse, which was here in Illinois, was shutting down because she retired and there was nothing. So she went to this thing and she had no plans of buying anything. And she ended up leaving with 6 totes of jewelry. And I guess her personal line was in like this locked room. Only X amount of people were allowed in. Things were like very, like, it was like, but this line, she like got a ton of stuff with. So it was like she was selling like 3 for $25, like 3 pieces for $25. Or if you got 3 earrings, it was like 3 earrings for $15, or 3 necklaces for $25, or 3 bracelets for $25, or you can mix and match, whatever. And the more you bought, the more of a discount she would give you. But I didn't really need or want any of the necklaces there, but I really wanted the bracelet and the earrings to go with this necklace, which we got at a little small business when we were when we were going to Chastity's at Die Hard Yarn in Oak Brook. And I wanted something that went along with it, and I thought this matched pretty well, as did the earrings. So anyway, so Oak Park, I'm sorry. Die Hard Yarns is in Oak Park. Chastity is amazing. Love her shop. You got to go check her out. And if you get anything there, make sure you tell her that I sent you. I mean, I don't, not for a discount or anything, just so she knows I sent you. Stay blessed and see you in YouTube streets, sweet friends. Thank you. Same to you. Bye, Mimi. Anyway, so I am going to start saying good night. I actually didn't finish my dinner, which I will finish now. And I really appreciate all of you, and thank you for the last 5 years. I know Becky's been around for at least 3, I think. And Leanne's been with me since the beginning. And I think there are a couple other people that have been with me since the beginning. But thank you all for all of your support, for your continued watching of my videos. Make sure to go and watch the giveaway video and enter that. And it's pretty big. There are 4 winners, and there will be more details in that video. But I am going to say good night so that I can finish dinner and hang out with Mr. Boyfriend a little before we go to sleep. Anyway, I love you guys. Remember, for every season, there's reason to crochet. Love, hugs, and prayers to everybody. Extra prayers for those who need it. If you need extra prayers but don't want to share publicly, email me at natalies.closet@yahoo.com and we will add you to our private prayer list. And if you don't mind me sharing it publicly but anonymously, let me know that and I will do that on the next live or video that I post. Be happy. And Miley says hi and bye to her peeps. She does. You get to see her face in the giveaway video. It's towards the end, but you do get to see her face. She says hi and bye to her peeps. Those of you that are newer or have never seen her, when I was doing my lives in Florida, she used to be on the bed and you were able to see her, and she became the star of the show. And anybody that's been around long enough, it always used to be all about Miley. Well, maybe not all about Miley, but a lot about Miley. And everybody used to try to trick me into saying TREATS or PARK or something like that. And anytime I did, I had to give her something. So she loved it. But anyway, she does make a small appearance. You get to see her the front of her face. But Miley says hi and bye to her peeps. My mom, as always, says goodbye. She has an early morning tomorrow, so that's why she let the live run, but was going to sleep. But she says thank you, as always, for all the continued thoughts and prayers for her. And, of course, thank you for all the continued thoughts and prayers for Miley, Mr. Boyfriend, and myself. And thank you again for the last 5 years. It's been an awesome ride, and I'm looking forward to where things go moving forward and the next 5 years. Marc Mullo told me to tell you he got his bag from Katie Naughty Knitting Sacks. Bye to everybody. Have a great night and next rest of the week. Oh, thank you for letting me know. I'm happy about that because I know he hadn't received it for a while. Okay, so have a great night. Thank you guys again for the amazing 5 years. I mean, I know not everybody's been with me for 5 years. But thank you for whatever time it is that you've been with me over the 5 years. And I will see you guys. There will be at least one video that posts this week. That'll be the Michigan Fiber Fest festival while we were there. And then the haul will probably happen a couple days after that. And then there will be the market prep and everything. So have a great night. And I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Bye.